about truth over trends, and we are about Christ over culture. Every time. That's what we're about. And I'm all about finding ways to stay relevant, but I am also deeply concerned about the modern church making relevancy for the purpose of attracting people a higher priority than revelation for the purpose of glorifying God. In other words, we have to be asking ourselves, every church should be asking itself, are we more interested in gaining people than in glorifying God? And the way you can test that is whether or not the revelation of God's Word as the whole counsel of God is being taught and lived. I had a conversation with a lady a few weeks ago because every so often on a Sunday morning I will say to folks, hey, listen, after service I'm going to be in the ministry room. If you're new to the church, I'd like a chance to meet you. I had an encounter with a lady a few weeks ago who was new to the church. She was visiting with a friend and she came to the ministry room to meet me. And she said, I have to be honest with you, I told my friend when I found out how large your church was, I didn't want to go to a mega church. And she said, and this is, to be honest with you, I think that this is not an unfair characterization of some mega churches. She said, typically what I have found is that mega churches are all about trends and being edgy and being hipster and being all this and being all that, but lack solid biblical teaching. And she just said to me, I'm so grateful that when I came, I actually heard the Bible taught. And so that's what's important to us here. I've never prayed for a large church. I've always just wanted God to be glorified. And as His Word goes forth, what does Isaiah tell us? That God will accomplish the purposes for which it goes forth because God's Word will not return void. And so it will offend some and it will liberate others, depending on how you respond to it. But my goal is not to worry about who it offends and who it liberates, but just to glorify God and allow God's Word to do its part in the hearts and lives of people.